Hey guys, we had to wait for the sirens to end so that we could tell you welcome to the last review of the week. It is Friday and we are bringing you a band from Hamburg, Germany, Dark, with his debut EP, Nightmare.
I'm Mouse.
I'm Azzy. And this album is kind of one of our not to be missed albums of 2021. It is campy but not cringy, romantic, gothy, post-punk, dancey flair. It is so much fun. They released on Young and Cold Records, which, you know, that's a label we love. Mm-hmm. And
I'm not sure I would call it post-punk.
It has post-punk beats, especially on track 2, Forever
Post-punk beats to Darkwave and German goth rock, kind of, the electronic style.
Yes. So we have kind of like Darkwave synths, post-punk beats, gothic vocals.
And it has the tightness and amazing production that you hear in German electronic music. It's polished and it sounds great. 8-track album. Mm-hmm. And even though it releases on August 2nd, you can go to Bandcamp and listen to it right now.
I think that might be for the vinyl release. They're supposed to be releasing on vinyl later this summer, but there's a big delay at Plants and Shit for vinyl this year, so that's why it's been so spotty. But
so first,
I really just want to point out, before we get too deep into it, the song Nyctophilia. Holy shit. Great drum line, solid bass. Actually, this album is so bass heavy, it makes me just heart happy. So fucking heart happy. And I'm not usually one for like lovey songs, and there's a lot on this album, but I still love them. And Nyctophilia is so fucking catchy. It is a goth rock ballad groove anthem. Oh, it's great.
It is fast and beautiful. It's got a strong dance tone. It has those goth wave claps that I love. Purely electronic, but still very goth rock, dark wave. It kind of reminds me of Angels of Liberty here.
Yeah.
Well, you can mix it in between.
Yeah. Like I would totally put Angels of Liberty like right next to any song by Dark.
And this song is an earworm. It gets stuck in my head all day long, along with my runner-up, which is the track Nightmare.
Oh,
I can hear him singing those vocals, like deep, smooth, strong vocals, which I love. The lyrics are also pretty dark. It might be about rape or losing control.
It's the word rape does come up in the song.
I would never put that in actual lyrics, but you kind of can't tell. And I would stop and read the lyrics, and you make your own version of it.
Yeah, and all the lyrics are on Bandcamp.
Yes. Thank you. You absolutely get an extra 5 points for putting your lyrics on Bandcamp.
Yes. But there are so many romantic songs on this album. I think they all are in a way. Some of them are just toxic romance, and some of them are sweet gothic romance. And no, I'm not going to talk about the track Gothic Love because it's my least favorite track. But the one
Is it because it's called Gothic Love?
Huh?
Is it because it's called Gothic Love that it's your least favorite track?
No, I just felt like the vocals were trying to be a little typo negative and kind of fell really short of it, and I just couldn't get into it. But Lovers in the Dark is such a romantic song. The track right after it, and this is the first track that I like actively could identify guitar on it.
Oh. I also had Lovers in the Dark as one of my favorite tracks.
It's so sweet.
It's an interesting sing-along darkwave tune. It has that sentimental, romantic sound. And there's a backup vocal. I don't know who she is.
I couldn't find her credited anywhere, but there are 2 tracks on the album that I recall having backup vocals, and Lovers in the Dark is one of them. The other one... I think actually might be Nyctophilia.
No, I don't remember an extra vocal in that one. It has to be one of the other ones. There are some other tracks in there. There are some not as strong tracks, like In the Dark.
Oh, come on, that one has crow sounds.
Yes, that was fun and cheesy. but it was like growling lyrics and it didn't really add to the tune at all.
See, I wrote that down as croaking lyrics. That was the one where I was just like... I was listening, I was like, okay. And then when it got into the next track after that, Gothic Love, I was like, no.
Fair. But there are so many great tracks on here that it doesn't even matter if there's a couple that aren't your favorite.
Right.
And you are going to find something you love.
One more track that the vocals really changed up from that crooning, deep voice, and that was Avoid Everyone, the last track on the album, where he did this hyper distorted screaming vocals kind of vibe a la Un Hombre Solo, who we also love.
Yes.
And I liked it. And this track was kind of the most electronic. It had really heavy synths compared to the rest of the album, but I still absolutely adored it.
Yep. Nyctophilia, my number 1, Nightmare, my number 2, and on other days, it flip-flops.
And on other days, it flip-flops, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
strongly recommended.
I would definitely recommend it. I'll reiterate it. I think that this is kind of something that you can't miss in 2021. It's one of those albums. Strongly recommend this. Yami Specchi put out, I think, 2 of their music videos on his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So go check those out. They're very heavily viewed. This band has kind of skyrocketed in the last year with their singles that they put out, which didn't really know about them until I'm like, why is Madame Absinthe on Yami Specchi's channel? And it was the song Nyctophilia, the music video for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But my lyric pick for this album is it's all of the lyrics for Forever Suffer. Passion, pain, I suffer again.
Yeah, that's all the lyrics. I remember that. I was like, are there lyrics in this song? Great. Great job. All right, so I'm gonna give an inspirational quote. Is that what the chat had called it? Inspirational quote.
Yeah, that's what they called it. Let me double check.
This one isn't really an inspirational
Yes,
quote.
Mary Scott said inspirational quotes.
Okay, so this one is an affirmation, just something I want to say before we go. If you're having trouble remembering things that make you happy, write them down onto a list, something that you can reflect back on later. It is literally called Counting Your Blessings, and it really helps. That's all I got to say.
All right, #blessed. See you guys next time.
All right, bye.